Time for our first live guest, and he is a talented musician from right here in Oak Ridge. Now, Tyler Millard will debut his first solo album tomorrow. It's entitled Underbite.
An interesting part of Tyler's story is that he did not start a serious pursuit of music until he began losing his vision at just 21 years old, and it was due to a degenerative disease.
He's previously released music with his band that includes his wife and his father, but now he's releasing his first solo album.
That's coming out tomorrow ahead of next week when he has 2 live shows in Charlotte and in Winston-Salem. 100% of the proceeds will be given to each of those cities' chapter of the Down Syndrome Association.
Yeah, and this morning he is taking some time to chat with us here in the Local Vibe. Tyler is joining us right now. Tyler Millard, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and thanks for being with us today. Tyler, we'd like you to first tell us what inspired you to host these benefit shows for Down syndrome?
Well, so I did a crowdfunding campaign to help me raise the money to produce this album, and I didn't know how much funding I was going to get, if it was going to be 50% or 100% or whatever, but we ended up raising $20,000 for me to be able to produce this album up with Plaid Dog Studios in Boston. And so I was just kind of overwhelmed with the generosity, and it only felt right to have these album release shows be for charity. And so my wife and I have a nephew who has Down syndrome. He and his family live up in Vermont, but we wanted to find a way to support folks in the community. I have my vision issues, and I don't have a child that has Down syndrome, but I do understand what it feels like to live in a world that sometimes doesn't feel like it's meant for you. Mm-hmm. And so the things that are great about the Down Syndrome Associations is that they acknowledge how difficult it can be to have Down syndrome or to be a family member of someone with Down syndrome, but also how much potential there is if folks are given the proper support from their family and their community. So we love them, and my wife's on the board locally here for the Winston chapter.
Oh, nice.
Great. Tyler, thank you for sharing that. And for guests who are looking forward to either of your shows in Charlotte and here in Winston-Salem, tell us about your music. What can they look forward to?
So they're going to be 2 shows. They start roughly at 7:30ish, just depending on when the doors open and people arrive. But we have openers for both shows. For here, it's going to be William Neesmith. For the one in Charlotte, it'll be Jason Scavone, 2 really, really talented local folks. And for my performance, so I have an album out as the Tyler Millard Band, so it'll be a couple songs from there. And then this first solo album will play the entire thing. It's 10 tracks. And then for those that are fans of me and my wife's band, that's the Ghosts of Liberty. So I'll have to get my wife up there to sing too. Usually, if we play local shows around here, I get her up, and people are like, "Oh, wow, she's really good. She should really be the lead singer of the band." Luckily, we have that for folks too. So the Ghosts of Liberty is where she's the star, and so I'll get her up for a good number of songs at these shows too.
Yeah, so gotta highlight her too, of course. But let's talk more about this solo album. This is a huge deal for you. Can you talk more about the process of putting that together and how you got the idea for it?
Yeah, so I was actually approached by Plaid Dog, and it's a studio in Boston. And to be quite honest with you guys, folks that are in our position, we get approached by lots of things that we're worried that might end up being scams, just because people are so desperate to get signed, and so we're kind of a vulnerable population in that way. But this was their business plan, is that they will help you run a crowdfunding campaign. They basically walk you through it and tell you this is the right thing to do here, this is the right thing to do there, this is the most effective way to do your social media. Mm-hmm. And in exchange, you use their studio, and it's a great studio. I worked with Mike Davidson. He's an amazing producer up there. And so so that was the process. They reached out to me, and I was like, okay, this sounds like a really exciting opportunity. And so I went through, and you always have like 20 or 30 songs, and you kind of cull them down and cull them down, and we ended up with the 10 best ones for this collection.
And that's great. And looking forward to hearing this. This sounds really awesome.
Yeah.
We said at the top of this, Tyler, at the top of the interview, that you got serious about your music once you started to lose your vision. What was it like producing music without having your vision?
So a couple of years ago, I realized I like playing live, but I really also enjoy songwriting, and kind of an extension off of songwriting is producing. That's kind of a nebulous term for a lot of folks, like music production. What does it actually mean? But it's a lot of editing. There's a lot of things that go into music where things are swelling up or coming down, and the really subtle parts of music, but the things that make them feel really emotional. And so I just decided I wanted to get into production, and I wasn't even sure if there was a way to do that. But you hop on Google just like anybody else and you search for it. And so we found a company called IC Music out of Chicago, and it's run by a blind guy, Byron Harden, and all of his teachers are also blind folks too. So I had a couple classes in just basically relearning how to use my computer without vision, and then jumped into kind of learning how to use the different software. So the one I use primarily is Logic. That's the one it's similar to GarageBand for folks that have Macs.
Gotcha.
It's like it's the upgrade basically. So I took a couple classes and learned how to produce music like through the winter one year. And I'm almost at the point now, like probably the next thing I do, the next album that I put out, I'll do all the production myself. For this album that I did all the demos, and I took them kind of as far as I could, and then passed it over to folks that were further along than me.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your success, Tyler. Thank you for your time. And everyone can listen to Tyler's debut solo album tomorrow. It will also be on all streaming platforms.
And then his live performances, remember, those are coming up next week. It'll be next Saturday, Winston-Salem, on November 4th at the Reynolds Place Theater. Again, all proceeds benefiting the Down Syndrome Association of Greater Winston-Salem. You can find that ticket information on TylerMillardBand.com.